have an incredible sense of timing. I should reveal to the home audience that Miss Ball was making a lot of obscene gestures and then no, I'm kidding, of course. Just being a little Dutch boy. Listen.
You're a little devil.
You know, I saw you once at a rehearsal of a television show, and I was nobody then. This was some weeks ago. And I looked over your shoulder, and at this rehearsal
How'd you do that?
All right. How did I look over your shoulder? I had a crane with me. That's how I did. Anyway, I wondered what you would do. You and Carol Burnett and I believe Zero Mostel were all in costume, and you were busily doing something, and I peeked over your shoulder, and you were playing some kind of elaborate word game. Now, why I would not figure you as the word game type, I don't know.
I love word games.
But that's...
I've been playing word games back there so I could wake up because I had to get up at 5 this morning to make the Today Show.
Oh, that'll knock you out.
It does about this time of day. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like this.
Would you like a jolt or something?
No, thank you. I've been playing word games. That's my jolt.
What kind of word games?
What kind
Puns,
of a jolt
anagrams?
would you give me? You got this chair wired?
Are you implying I couldn't give you a jolt? Well, now, what are we talking about?
I'll buy that.
You're... Well, I'm lost now. Do you know what cross-collateralization is?
Hell no. What is it? I know what cross-pollination is.
Well, there's...
What is cross-collateralism?
It's a business term that I picked up in the... Are your feathers getting to you?
Oh, God, yes. They're not warm, but they get in my mouth. Go ahead.
The driving... if you want to remove them or...
No, it's all right. What were you trying to say? I'm sorry.
Or if you begin to molt at any time.
Yeah, well, I'm doing it.
You have this image of being a strong-minded businesswoman, as you probably know.
It's just an image.
Head of a corporation. And I picture you sitting at the head of a table saying, you're not pulling your weight, fatso, out of here. And
I do like a lot of crying before I do that.
I like to think of you that way for some reason.
Oh, you do not.
That contrast between you.
No, you do not. No, I'm not like that at all. Whenever I've had to fire someone, I have many sleepless nights, and I have many times cried.
Yeah.
Sometimes they've been, sort of no good, who's been drawing a lot of money and not pulling their weight, and then it didn't bother me so much. But I'm not that big a businesswoman anymore. I have my small company back. I got rid of all the studios. And we're very happy with the small company. I never liked being a big businesswoman, so to speak.
Were you kind of forced into it? You sort of
inherited?
Well,
I inherited it.
Yeah. What does that mean, you inherited it?
Well, when Desi and I got our divorce, I was asked if I wanted to take over the reins, and that legally, that's the way it had to be. That's the way we set it up. Yeah. And I didn't particularly, but... CBS was very kind and helpful, and I felt, very much at home with them. I've always been with them. And I'd been away for a couple of years, and it was nice to get back in the fold. And I had Monday night again, and it just happened. And then it was a success again, and that made me happy.
Do you preside at meetings, though, board meetings?
I had to then.
Sort of like a woman who's widowed suddenly and has to learn all the
Yes, I had to sit and listen for a long time. And I learned a lot, but I had some very, very trustworthy men that had been with me for many, many years, been with us. Yeah. And I just passed it on to them. Really, I just had to okay things because I trusted them implicitly.
You didn't take
I still do.
You didn't take night courses in accounting or things like that? No. You said hell.
That's right.
And yet I read that you wouldn't say son of a bitch, I believe it was, in the film of Mame.
No, you didn't.
Gosh, I could have sworn I did.
I fought to keep it in because it was inherent always in the original anti-Mame. Yeah. There are only 2 or 3 lines in Mame or anti-Mame. They've always been there. There was no reason to take them out. And to go for a supposedly G instead of a PG or something, it just wasn't worth it because they were the kind of really funny, earthy things that were in the picture. We didn't do the picture for just 3 lines, believe me. But I didn't object to them being in. I fought to keep them in.
Well, now you know that thing is attacking you.
Yeah, I know, but I can't take it off.
Why not?
Oh, because.
You've got to. After Roman scandals, anything goes. Listen, get some scissors and I'll just trim it for you right here.
You'd love that, wouldn't you?
I know how you feel.
You devil.
I had to do a play in a beard one time, and I felt like it was going all over my face, and that everybody was looking at it, a false beard. And there are 1 or 2 feathers that are trying to go into your mouth.
I know, leave it alone.
I don't want to make you self-conscious about it. But it looks funny.
You are. You're going to get it. You're going to get it.
I have a feeling I am. Which of those legs did you break?
That one.
One on the right? What? How badly? Does it show?
Very badly. Well,
Is that
no.
it? Is that evidence?
Yeah, those are the 4 screws. Excuse the expression.
You get the sense.
Yeah, it was a very bad break. Both bones and a butterfly spiral break at the top.
That happened at about a time that I was thinking of taking up skiing.
That changed your mind, right?
Yeah.
I was standing still also. I wasn't even skiing
Did a
yet.
guy plow into you?
A lady just happened to hit my pole as I was just standing there, and I screwed myself right into the ground, excuse the expression.
I did not realize that. I assumed you had taken a fall from
No, my kids were all
slaloming
there,
or
and I screamed, oh, God, it hurt. But I just returned from Colorado, and I have been introduced to ski touring, cross country.
Cross country.
And it's marvelous. You get out, and the clothes are much easier to get into. Yeah. And no downhill, but it's just marvelous.
No downhill on doctor's orders?
Well, I wouldn't have to have a doctor tell me not to go downhill anymore.
Would you discourage people then from downhill skiing?
No, not at all.
No.
But once you've had your leg broken, you're not anxious to get out there. And I have no wish to go through that for another 2 years.
Was your first thought a professional one?
Yes.
My God, can I do the show?
Exactly.
Was it?
Yes, because I didn't know what to pray for all the way down the hill. They take you down those big baskets, and it takes forever. They go so slowly, and I was eating snow all the time, and I was praying. I didn't know what to pray for, a bad sprain or a bad break. I didn't know which healed first, because a bad, ligament thing can take forever. And they don't tell you what you have if they know. And they don't know, but I didn't know what to pray for. Oh, but it hurt.
Did you immediately picture they're writing it into episodes of Lucy?
No. God, I wasn't thinking of that.
Yeah.
I was just wondering how long I would be incapacitated, and that came later when we thought about writing it in.
Yeah.
But I was so upset because but it worked out fine. Everything happens for the best.
Do they give you anything for the pain right away on the break when it happens?
Well, no. And you know what? I had eaten a hamburger, French fries, and had a Coke, and I had to wait 9.5 hours because I had eaten to be operated on because it was such a bad break. Yeah. Oh, when they finally, the anesthetist finally came in, there was a woman, and I kissed her arms, like a junkie.
Yeah.
I was so, oh, God, anything to stop the pain. We became very good friends, that lady, myself.
You don't still make periodic visits to her for
As a matter of fact, I was just up there and didn't call her. Yeah. But they were wonderful. Of course, the greatest doctors, they have a lot to practice on, 30, 40 basket cases a day, Oh,
I know. People are mutilated skiing. Mm. But some of them go right back down the slopes. Mm-hmm. Those are the dumb ones.
Well, ski touring is fine. Go 5 miles that way, a pack on your back. You can take the dog. You can do anything, Take your lunch, take the kids, and walk forever. Come back. Marvelous.
I think I'll take that up.
All right.
We'll be right back after this message.